You asked me before we started the presentation tonight, why hasn't anything changed? And I think what we've learned in the last year, literally, with David Schindler's research, is that this incredible expansion has been going on in a vacuum of knowledge. There has been a monitoring program, and scientists have been saying for years that it's deficient, but that has been the program the government at the federal and the provincial level has quoted to say that there isn't a problem. And really, it only cracked open in the autumn of last year with these articles that no one could ignore, published in the Proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences by David Schindler. It is remarkable that it took this long to realize that we were driving blind. We didn't have any idea whether there was something going into the water. And so if there's one thing, I hope there's lots of things that you take away from this film, but if there's one thing that I really hope you take home with you, it's to give thought to what good science is, and to be critical about the difference between good science and deficient science. Because, of course, the Alberta government has been calling RAMP science. In fact, I was in a meeting with the CEO of a major oil sands company, and that CEO said, well, of course we have peer-reviewed science. It's peer-reviewed. Well, it's not peer-reviewed. Peer-reviewed actually means something. Peer-reviewed means that a jury of scientists who are recognized are giving you a guarantee that this science that is available to you, it's transparently available, is also credible. And that's something that we haven't had in the oil sands until now, until David Schindler's research was published. I think it's very important that scientists be given the space to be iconoclasts. That's what we need them to be. David Schindler has changed the world many times already in his life. He was right at the center of our discovery of the problem of acid rain, which then led to massive changes in the regulation of the coal industry. He was right at the center of banning phosphates from detergents. In Western Canada, he was right at the center of regulating the pulp mills and making sure that dioxins did not go into the river. And he's doing it again in the oil sands. It's not easy for this guy to get funding. If he were to have taken his funding from NSERC, which is the National Research Council, he would have had to have had partners in industry. Can you imagine how he would have done this research if he had partners in industry?